and welcome to this quick review of the Claas Platinum Edition. This is everything that is included in the new Farming Simulator 19 Platinum Edition. So let's get straight into it. First of all, over here we have the Claas 1033 Scorpion, very power. So this is a front loader, or no, sorry, not a front loader, telehandler. Yeah, I really do like this telehandler. I've used it quite a few times now, and it's nice, big and bulky, but not too big at the same time. So you can see the cab is very well detailed, just like the real life thing. And you can see the oil filter back there with Claas written on it. So yeah, and you can see if I just turn it on here, the joystick moves up and down as well, and obviously to the side, and the accelerator moves and all of that, and indicators and the beacon. So moving on, we then have this tiny Claas Torion 639, which is absolutely tiny. I don't even know how Claas have managed to make one so tiny. I have seen one of these in real life, but yeah, this is really maneuverable when getting around the yard. And you can see if we just bring it out here, the back wheel turns too to help maneuverability. And yeah, it's very basic inside here. Obviously the joystick works just like on the last one, and yeah. So there's not a lot to say about this one. It's kind of self-explanatory. It does have very good visibility. That's one thing I could say about it. Yeah, that's one thing I do like about these Claas machines. They're very, quite good visibility. Maybe compared to a Mani 2 or whatever in the game. So let's move on. Next thing is a bit of a bigger step up from that one, is a 956 Torion Sinus. So also along with the Platinum Edition comes an update to Farming Simulator, which adds the color configures for the Claas colors, so you can get the book rakes or anything in fact that you can change the color on in Claas red, Claas green, or Claas white, like you can see here. And I'm pretty sure there is something around that has the Claas green. I'm not quite sure, but we'll get onto that later. So yeah, this is the 956 Torion Sinus. Again, if you look at the size difference, quite a big size difference. And this one has a screen and a reversing camera in it. So yeah. And yet again, quite simple in here. Obviously, again, I think even probably better visibility out the front. And yeah, just overall a good loader, I would say. I haven't used all of these machines yet in the pack, so I can't have an opinion on all of them. But I will try and have an opinion on as many of them as I can. So this loader you see here is a bonus that you get for pre-ordering the Platinum Edition. I obviously pre-ordered it and got this as a bonus. So basically it's this loader, the 1914 Torion, but before it was revealed. So about a year or two ago, before this was revealed, it was in these colours, which are called development colours, and yeah, and you can see there's no logo or anything on the inside, no Claas logos, but yeah, it's basically just a version of that one as this one. So moving on to the next one here, obviously it's just that one over there, but if you look in here, one thing I do like about this one is when you can see the big fan inside there, and when you turn it on, look at the fan. I really like that. And when the engine revs up, the fan speeds up, so can you see that? The fan is speeding up. Then it slows down and speeds up as the engine revs up. So yeah, again, basically the same on the inside as that coloured one, or as the strangely coloured one, but with the logos and the Claas logos on it. And I would imagine that this is very good on the silage pit. It is absolutely massive in real life. So going away from the loader side of things now, we're starting to, well, not really the loader side of things, but I suppose you could say, how could you say, big loaders. This is the Claas front loader that goes with the Claas 430 Arion. So yeah, this tractor is very, very well detailed on the outside. And yeah, you can see really well detailed on the hoses and the pipes in here. And yeah, so we'll take a jump inside. Very big steering wheel is one thing that I noticed about these tractors. But this is an option. As you can see, the panoramic roof, it is an option in the shop. So you can either have, obviously, where you can kind of see the grey line across the top. You can have that as just the material that's on the rest of the roof. Or for, I think it's about €5,000 extra, you can have it like that. And also if you pay for that, you get the panoramic stickers on each side, which doesn't really make a difference, but I think it kind of looks cooler. So yeah, and this one, the shuttle moves, you know, on the side, and brakes obviously work. That works for your loader, and all the speedometers work and everything. And yeah, just a nice little loader tractor. I think, let me check in the shop, but I'm pretty sure that this has, I don't know how much horsepower it has, we'll have to check. If we just go all the way across here, 460 to 410 are the options that you can get. So that's the 410, 420 and 430. So the 430, which we were just in, has a 110 horsepower. You can also change the wheels, the wheel brand, the design, which I was telling you about, the panoramic, or the standard, and the front loader attacher you can have or not have either. So if we move on here, this is moving away from all the loader stuff now and coming into combine territory. So this is a corn header for the absolutely massive, wait, is it? Yeah, it is for the absolutely massive Claas Lexion 8900, just over here on Terra Tracks. And you can see that the tracks are 3D, which is a first for Farming Simulator, and an absolutely massive header. And if we just get in, you can see that the grain tank is absolutely massive, and in here a lot of controllers and things. The sticks moves forward and backwards, you know, for changing which way you're going or how fast you're going in which direction. And yeah, really, really detailed. I like this combine, but I don't think I will be using it on any small maps in any time soon, because it will be really hard to get around. So moving back over to the combine stuff just over here. As you can see, this is the Claas 875 FC Choreo. Yet again, another corn header like this one over here. This one is for the Claas 580 Tucano APS hybrid. And with this is the 770 Vario header. I really do like this combine. I think I'll be using it maybe in Oakfield Farm. Maybe we might change out the John Deere for this one. But yeah, so if we just jump in, as you can see, smaller grain tank. I have been doing some harvesting just over there, and you will see that in a future video where we're trying all these machines out. So if we just get in, kind of the same layout as the Lexion, but as you can see, you know, it's pretty much the same. Only the big difference is the gear stick over there for selecting your gears or how fast you go. So this Claas Dominator Maxi 108 SL, pretty big name, is again another pre-order bonus. I really like this combine because I can actually relate to it in real life. Quite a few people or farmers I know of use this exact combine. So let's get in, and you can see there's like the stickers on the back, you know, whatever that means in German, I don't even know. Probably something like leave room or something like that. And we get inside. One of the reasons I like this combine is because it is so detailed. I have been in one in real life and it is exactly like this on the inside. One thing I do like is the material back here. It seems very realistic. Very, very realistic actually. You can see the indicator working down there. When you turn on your lights, you know, everything lights up in here. And yeah, all in all, I do really like this combine. Oh yes, and with the Claas C510 header, which isn't that wide, but it's good for doing your average size field. So over here we can see is the Claas Cargo 750. That is an absolutely massive trailer. You can see it doesn't tip, it has a rolling floor. If I can get up and show you. Let me see here now. So yeah, that has a rolling floor, and so basically the back will open and the floor turns on, and this big gate back here actually goes and pushes it even more with the floor. So yeah, that trailer is very handy for bringing in massive loads of silage or grain or whatever you would like to bring with that. So the next thing is a Claas header for the header on the Tucano, basically the header trailer for the 770 Vario. And this header trailer is the header trailer for the Dominator's header. So that's pretty much all the combines done. Obviously I've mentioned the massive combine over there, and yeah, now we're moving on to the tractor side of things. So just here is the absolutely massive Claas 4000 Xerion, Xerion, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is absolutely massive. That would be a very rare sight around where I live. So yeah, this tractor has something crazy, like, I need to find it first to tell you the horsepower. Nope, it's up here. It has, so the one we're seeing is 4500, which has 490 horsepower. You can see the bonnet changes between the 4000, the 4500 and the 5000. You can also change the wheel brand between Trelleborg, Michelin and Mitas and back to Trelleborg. And you can even have narrow twin wheels, standard or wide tires, or twin wheels or narrow tires, or narrow twin wheels. So that's the Xerion. But if we have a look in here, you can see that it is just massive on the outside. And one thing, if we just bring down that for a second, I think, yep, the cab will rotate. So this way you can put your mowers on the back and go mowing like this, you know, you have much better visibility. And yeah, it's just overall very good visibility, and yeah, it's just a beast of a tractor. I mean, you can pull some big cultivators with this. You know, I have already pulled a massive cultivator with it, and it hasn't struggled whatsoever. So, yeah, that is the Claas Arion 4500, and you can also get the 4000 or the 5000. So moving on is the Claas Axion 870. This is, I think, no, it's not the biggest Axion. You can get the Axion 900 as well, but this is quite a fast tractor, I believe, and yeah, it is very good and powerful as well, just like the Zarion over there. It's not so much that it's powerful, it's not very powerful, this tractor, but it pulls well, if that makes any sense. So the rest of the tractors are over here. As you can see, the Claas 960 Axion and the Claas 660 Axion. So this is the biggest Claas Axion that you can get, and yeah, it really is big. As you can see, we also have the Claas Disco 3600 FC on mower on the front, and the Claas, let me just see, I can't even see it, the model number. If we just unfold those, you'll just get an idea of how big this setup really is, this mowing setup. So they are the 1100C Disco business. So yeah, these you can either have them wide spreading or swathing. So yeah, and you can also see in there, whatever that is, says business. So yeah, these I have already done a bit of mowing with these mowers, and they just knock down acres in minutes. So moving on, if I just turn that off. Like I said, we have the Claas Axion 660, this one with wide tires and wheel weights. So this is the smallest, or sorry, it's an Arion. This is the second biggest Arion in the game, and to be honest, I think this is probably my favourite tractor in the Platinum Edition. Simply because it's not too big and it's not too small. It has about the right amount of horsepower, and it's very nimble and very easily, you know, it has a really good turning circle, as you can see. If we just attach the trailer or detach the trailer, you can see that it is really good with turning. See, look, we could nearly almost have made it around there. And also, if you look, you can see the shuttle is moving, the red power shuttle on the side there, changing us between forward and backwards, and when we stop, it goes into neutral. And yeah, we'll just hook back up to the trailer, which I think is a Claas Cargos 760. So again, another self-unloading trailer, or no, not self-unloading, but a conveyor belt trailer. So I basically explained to you the last time how it works. So this pushes all the way back and the conveyor belt works with it, and obviously the back door is open when that's going on. So moving on, we have the Claas 960 Jaguar Terra track, again with the 3 D tracks, and on the front we have the 900 Orbis, which is an absolutely massive maze header, let me tell you. And if we just jump up into here, you can see that it is a really long pipe too. And yeah, great visibility in here, I have to say. And yeah, computers are very well detailed. You can see it moving with the revs when we move. And yeah, pretty much it for the 960 Jaguar. I mean, there's not a lot to say about it, but I think if you do buy the Platinum Edition and you get in this to drive it around, you will just suddenly realise how good they are. So, going past the massive Claas Lexion, we have the Claas 940 Jaguar with 300, with pickup 300. So if we go in here and back here, I think, is it? So you can see we can get it the 930 or the 940, the 950, the 960 or the 970 or the 980. We can also get standard or large or extra large pipe wheel setup. We can get wide tires or normal tires, Mitas or Trelleborg tires. That's pretty much it for the 960 Tower Track. It just comes as a 960, or you can either have Mitas or Michelin as the back tires, or Trelleborg, and obviously pipe, long pipe or standard. And yeah, with the pickup 300 on the back. So in the middle here, more forage harvesting equipment. This is the Claas 750 Orbis. So this one is quite a big maze header again, but not as big. 7.5 meters, the other one is 9 meters. This is a 500 direct disc. This is for doing whole crop, and as you can see, it has its own little trailer that will couple onto the back of the forage harvester. So basically what this does is, behind those you can see the cutting blades in there, and it will cut the wheat or grass or whatever you want whole crop. It'll gather it all up, and through the back here it will feed it into the feeder house and up the pipe and chop it all out. So these are the last two pieces of equipment. The Claas 455 Roland Unirap. So this is obviously a baler wrapper combination. So if any of you have heard of a McHale Fusion, you'll probably be familiar with what this is, or well, pretty much any brand does it actually. Massey Ferguson, John Deere, Fendt do it, and Lely do it. So yeah, that is a good baler. One thing I do like about it is you can go faster than normal balers with it, and it unloads the wrapped bale itself when it's done wrapping the bale. So the very last piece of equipment in this tour is the Claas Quadrant 5300 FC square baler. So this is basically a gigantic square baler. As you can see, it's pretty much bigger than the Claas 870 Axion, which is a big tractor in real life. Or are they the same size, or is it just slightly under? Whichever way, it's a massive baler. And you can see this absolutely massive pickup on the front, which I think would be an absolute monster when you're baling. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do consider to subscribe and like the video. And if you would like to see more of these type of tour videos, please do comment down below. Do not forget that there will be a second type of these videos where I will be driving some of the machinery in this and showing you around it and what it will do. So until next time, see you guys again. Bye.